Today we are looking at trace elements. And my Bible verse from Luke 14:34, salt is good, but if the salt have lost its savor, wherewith shall it be seasoned? So what are trace elements? They're also known as trace mineral. And trace mineral or trace element is any chemical element that is found in the body. They are considered essential micronutrients. So unlike macro minerals such as calcium and potassium, which are found in larger portions in the body, trace elements are needed only in small amounts. And these elements are very important. They support many functions in the body. So although their presence in the body is minimal, they play a very crucial role in helping the body to maintain health, growth, and just the overall well-being. Now, the exact number of trace minerals found in the body is unknown. I wasn't able to get an accurate number. So why are they important? So trace minerals serve as cofactors for enzymes, and what that means is that they activate enzymes that regulate various biochemical reactions. And these minerals are essential for growth and development. So trace minerals like zinc and iron are critical for normal growth, for immune function, and for cognitive development. And this, is especially so for children. For metabolism, minerals such as selenium and iodine are involved in thyroid function, which controls metabolism and energy production. They are important for immune support. So zinc, copper, and selenium helps the immune system defend the body against infections and diseases. They're important for bone health. Manganese contribute to bone health, helping to prevent conditions such as osteoporosis. So we're going to look at these few: iron, zinc, copper, selenium, iodine, manganese, chromium. And I mean, this is not the list. Okay, I'm just covering these few. So iron is said to be the most abundant trace mineral that is found in the body. And it is vital for oxygen transport in the blood, for energy production, and for immune function. And, as we're looking at these trace minerals, what I'm doing is looking at plant-based food sources where these trace minerals are found. Molasses here is very high in iron. We have lentils, tofu, and seeds, coconut, dark leafy greens. And a lot of these foods will overlap, okay? Zinc is the second most abundant trace mineral found in the body, and zinc helps with supporting the immune system. It helps with wound healing and DNA synthesis. It also supports prostate health. Zinc is not naturally produced, neither is it stored by the body, so we must obtain this trace element from our diet. And foods that contain this element is beans and peas, broccoli, again, nuts and seeds, oatmeal, tofu. The next one we look at copper, very essential, and this one is found in all our body tissues. Copper is essential for red blood cell production, connective tissue formation, and iron metabolism. It also helps with the maintenance of nerve cells and the immune system. Copper can be found in dried seaweed, whole grain products, beans, dark leafy greens, coconut meat, garlic, again, nuts and seeds. Selenium. This one people tend to get a little concerned about because one of the foods that contains a high level of selenium, also contains radium. This one is found in small amounts in the body, and selenium acts as an antioxidant. It protects cells from damage and also supports thyroid health. Foods that are high in selenium, again, Brazil nuts, brown rice, oatmeal, baked beans, pasta, chickpeas, lentils. With the Brazilian nuts, taking 1 to 2 nuts per day does not lead to toxicity. It's when you have too many, then you can have a buildup of toxicity from radium poisoning. Okay. Iodine, this one is necessary for thyroid hormone production, which regulates metabolism and growth. And some plant-based sources are seaweed, and some varieties do have a higher iodine content than others. Dried prunes also does provide some, as well as strawberries and lima beans. Manganese is involved in bone formation, blood clotting, and the metabolism of carbohydrates, proteins, and fats. Some plant-based sources for this: brown rice, quinoa, oats, hazelnuts. Again, here comes the nuts again, and the seeds. Fruits like pineapples, raspberries, and, also vegetables, spinach, kale, potatoes. Chromium helps regulate blood sugar levels and support insulin function. These food sources are said to contain some level of chromium: green beans, broccoli, tomatoes, pears, oranges, grape juice, barley, oats, and hazelnuts. Now, as I was looking at this, I wanted to look at mineral salt. I know there's a lot of hype about different, sea salt and all of that. So sea salt is obtained by evaporating seawater, and it is a natural product. And sea salt does contain a variety of minerals, such as sodium, chloride, magnesium, calcium, potassium, iodine, iron, manganese, zinc, and selenium. Table salt versus sea salt. So table salt, let me say first of all, both types of salt contain sodium and chloride. Okay. Table salt is processed and it often contains added chemicals. Sea salt is more of a natural product. It's a pure form of salt, and it is thought to be a healthier option than table salt just because it has a high mineral content and lack of, additives. Sea salt is commonly used for cooking purposes. It does add rich flavor to the food, and it is also used in aromatherapy for skincare products and other forms of natural healing. And I included this because as we are preparing our food, try to draw for a healthier option, not just sodium and chloride, but, other little minerals that you might get from the sea salt. I also want to look at some side effects, and I didn't, itemize them, but because some of the side effects of excess trace elements, they do overlap. So you might find persons suffering from gastrointestinal issues, nausea, diarrhea, nerve issues. These are just some of the side effects associated with too much trace elements. We do get these from our food, so we want to be careful if we are also supplementing. Okay. All right. My sources included Nutrition for Vegetarians, New Lifestyle, and that is Agatha Trash and Calvin Trash. Healthline.com, magnesiumstore.com, fooddata.com, Mayo Clinic, Time to Go, Vegan Nutrition Service, amongst others. Thank you.